Shabbat Shalom and welcome to this edition of the Commandment series. We're looking at the duty of humanity. Ecclesiastes 12:13-14 says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the entire matter. Fear Elohim and guard his commands, for this applies to all humanity. For Elohim shall bring every work into right ruling, including all that is hidden, whether good or evil." Ecclesiastes 12:13-14. And then Colossians 1:16 says, "Because in him were created all that are in the heaven and that are on the earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or rulerships or principalities or authorities, all have been created through him and for him." Revelation 4:11, "You are worthy, O Yahuwah, to receive esteem and respect and power, for you created all, and because of your desire they are and were created." Now, Yahuwah in the beginning created the heavens and the earth. The scriptures start out by testifying of his wondrous works, creating the heavens, the earth, and everything that is in them in 6 days, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work. And why did he create us as human beings? Our duty as his creation is to fear him and guard his commands. When Yahuwah brought the Yashuralites, his people, out of bondage from Egypt, from Mitzrayim, he brought them out to serve him. He took them out of bondage, representing the bondage of sin, to now be in his fold, be in his household. And he made a covenant with them. He renewed the covenant that he made with our forefather Abraham, the covenant that he made with Noah. He renewed his covenant at Mount Sinai with the people he brought out under the hand of Moshe. And in Devarim 6, we see here where Yahuwah himself gives the whole nation a set of laws, a body of laws for their good. And he told them to bind them as a sign upon their hand and as frontlets between their eyes. And isn't it very, very interesting that in the last days, when the mark of the beast is instituted, where will that mark go? On the hand and the forehead. So it's either that we bind Yahuwah's laws as a sign upon our hand and as frontlets between our eyes, or we receive the mark of the beast, and binding these laws as a sign on our hand and as frontlets between our eyes will be a safeguard against receiving the mark of the beast. The entire passage runs from Deuteronomy 6:1 to Deuteronomy 6:25, or Devarim in Hebrew. And it says, "Do not go after other mighty ones, the mighty ones of the people all around you, for Yahuwah, your Elohim, is a jealous El in your midst, lest the displeasure of Yahuwah, your Elohim, burn against you. Then he shall destroy you from the face of the earth. Do not try Yahuwah your Elohim as you tried him at Massah. Diligently guard the commands of Yahuwah your Elohim and his witnesses and his laws and all that he commanded you. And you shall do what is right and good in the eyes of Yahuwah, that it might be well with you, and that you shall go in and possess the good land of which Yahuwah swore to your fathers, to drive out all your enemies from before them, as Yahuwah has spoken. When your son asks you in time to come, saying, what is the meaning of the witnesses and the laws and the right rulings which Yahuwah Elohim has commanded you, then you shall say to your son, we were slaves of Pharaoh in Mitzrayim, and Yahuwah brought us out of Mitzrayim with a strong hand, and Yahuwah sent signs and wonders, great and grievous, upon Mitzrayim, upon Pharaoh, and upon all his household, before our eyes, and he brought us out from there to bring us in, to give us the land of which he swore to our fathers. And Yahuwah commanded us to do all these laws, to fear Yahuwah Elohim for our good always, to keep us alive as it is this day. And it is righteousness for us when we guard to do all this command before Yahuwah Elohim as he commanded us. And that was reading from the portion verse 16 to 25. And then in chapter 10, verses 12 to 21, Yahuwah talks about the circumcision of the heart. And now, Yeshural, what is Yahuwah Elohim asking of you, but to fear Yahuwah your Elohim, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve Yahuwah your Elohim with all your heart and with all your being, to guard the commands of Yahuwah and his laws, which I command you today for your good. See, the heavens and the heaven of heavens belong to Yahuwah your Elohim, also the earth with all that is in it. Yahuwah delighted only in your fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them, you above all peoples, as it is today. And you shall circumcise the foreskin of your heart, and harden your neck no more. For Yahuwah your Elohim is Elohim of mighty ones, and master of masters, the great El, mighty and awesome, who shows no partiality, nor takes a bribe. He executes right ruling for the fatherless and the widow, and loves the stranger, giving him food and a garment. And you shall love the stranger, for you were strangers in the land of Mitzrayim. Fear Yahuwah your Elohim, serve him and cling to him, and swear by his name. He is your praise, and he is your Elohim, who has done for you these great and awesome deeds, which your eyes have not seen. Your fathers went down to Mitzrayim with 70 beings. And now Yahuwah, your Elohim, has made you as numerous as the stars of the heavens. So the concept of circumcision of the heart, it's something that dates way back. It's not something that, because now we're under the renewed covenant through Yahushua's blood, it is circumcision. It was always circumcision of the heart. Even when Abraham, our forefather, was circumcised in the flesh, he was also circumcised in the heart. Because at the end of the day, it is not about what marks we have on the flesh. It is about our heart. And we will see that in other sections of the scriptures where the word says for some people, their circumcision has become uncircumcision. Why? Because of the hardness of their heart. So circumcision in the flesh is only of value when you're circumcised in the heart, because that's what Yahuwah is really after. Going back to the point about what the duty of all humanity is, it's reinforced in the book of Revelation, Kazan. And Yahuwah calls all his children to come out of Babylon, come out of idolatrous worship, come out of the ways of the world, and to come and bow before him, the creator of the universe, in worship, serving him and giving him all the praise and honor due to his name. Revelation 14, 6-12. And I saw another messenger flying in mid-heaven, holding the everlasting good news to announce to those dwelling on the earth, even to every nation and tribe and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear Elohim and give esteem to him, because the hour of his judgment has come, and worship him who made the heaven and earth and sea and fountains of water. And another messenger followed, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she has made all the nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And a third messenger followed them, saying with a loud voice, If anyone worships the beast and his image, and receives his mark upon his forehead and upon his hand, he shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahuwah Elohim, which is poured out undiluted into the cup of his wrath. And he shall be tortured with fire and sulfur before the set apart messengers and before the Lamb. And the smoke of their torture goes up forever and ever. And they have no rest day or night, those worshiping the beast and his image. Also, if anyone receives the mark of his name. Here is the endurance of the set apart ones, those who are guarding the commands of Yahuwah Elohim and the belief of Yahushua HaMashiach. And in serving him, we acknowledge that we indeed are unworthy servants and that it is our duty to really serve Yahuwah. Luke 17:7-10 says, "But who of you, having a servant, plowing or shepherding, would say to him when he has come in from the field, 'Come immediately and sit down and eat'? But would he not rather say to him, 'Prepare somewhat for my supper, and gird yourself, and serve me while I eat and drink, and afterwards you shall eat and drink'? Would we thank that servant because he did what he was commanded? I think not. So also you, when you have done all that you were commanded, say, 'We are unworthy servants. We have done what is our duty to do.'" And that is the reflection for us today, that Yahuwah has called us to duty. This is a call to duty, that we should fear Yahuwah Elohim and no other, and keep his commands and no other, and know that the commands, they are eternal and they are life. They are for our good. They were given for our good. And there are many blessings tied to these commands. And so even though we are unworthy servants, Yahuwah himself will reward each and every person who loves him and who guards his commands and who keeps the faith, who keeps the belief of Yahushua HaMashiach. Baruch atah Yahuwah Eloheinu Melech HaOlam. Hear now and do Yasharal. Yahuwah Elohim, Yahuwah Echad. And you shall love Yahuwah your Elohim with all of your heart, with all of your soul, and with all of yourself. And you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Baruch atah Yahuwah, blessed are you, Yah, or Elohim, King of all time, for giving us the path of restoration. Shabbat Shalom.